let's get into chapter 3. I kissed him. He was surprised, but he melts into the kiss. After a minute or two, I break the kiss. Meet me at cabin 3 tomorrow, I say to Regulus. Through panting breath, he says, "Okay, see you there." I smirk and walk off, while still smirking. While walking back to my cabin, I run into Lily. "Oh, God, please have mercy on my soul," I say under my breath. "Hey, Jamesy Boo." I choke back my dinner and say, "Yes, Lily?" She bats her eyes and asks, "Will you go out with me?" I push past her while saying, "No." I then pick up my speed to get to my cabin faster. Within two large steps before I could get to my cabin, Lily yells, "Please, just one date!" loud enough to make campers to come out of their cabins. God. I turn around and say, "No, Lily, we've been over this. I do not want to go on a date with you. I like someone else." After saying that, I turn around and walk to my cabin. Once I'm in there, I close the door. "Hey, are you okay?" Snape asked me. I sigh, just annoyed. He laughs. He smiles and gives me a quick hug. When there's a knock on the door. "I'll get it," I say, opening the door. "Narcissa," I say to the head leader of cabin 4 flatly. She takes a deep breath and says, "I'm so sorry about Lily. I did talk to her about her harassment towards you."
I was harassed once.
"Not the time. Goodbye."
Sorry.
"I hope you can forgive her." I sigh, then smile. I appreciate the apology, however, I cannot forgive her yet, I tell her. She nods and waves and goes back to cabin 4. Then goes to cabin 4. Ooh. After closing the door, I go to the bathroom to change. "You handled that really well, James," a girl says once I'm out of the bathroom. "Thanks, I guess," I reply before going to bed. Why, please? When I got to cabin 3, I find both Sirius and Regulus leaning against the cabin wall. "Hey, guys," I say enthusiastically. "Hey, James," Regulus says nervously while blushing. Sirius just glares at me. "Why are you so angry?" I ask him. "You called him Reggie," Sirius says flatly. "Only I can." I sigh. "Oh, I thought you were mad about the other thing," I say, relieved. Sirius stops in his tracks, then turns to Regulus. "What other thing?" he growled. "Oh, yeah, James," Regulus starts before gets interrupted by me getting tackled to the ground. "James! It's so good to see you," Hannah says to me. I turn and give Hannah a big and hug Hannah back. "You're early," I say, and she breaks a hug. "No, it's 11 in the morning. Late morning, like I said we'd get here." I look at her flabbergasted and say, "Really?" Regulus and Sirius nod at me. I turn back to Hannah and smile. "Whether the time I'm happy you're here," I say, hugging her again. "Anyways, Regulus, what did James mention, or as he said, the other thing?" Sirius is drawing the attention away from me and Hannah. "What's he talking about, James?" she says to me as we get up. I smile and look at Regulus, who's wide-eyed and slightly shaking his head no. "I'll tell you later, promise," I say to both Sirius and Hannah. He reluctantly nods while Hannah mouths, "Take your time," to me. "Hannah, let's go," a child of Iris, Pandora Lovegood, says. Hannah nods and goes with Pandora. I sigh, then Sirius asks, "Hey, James, if Hannah is older than you, why does she still look 12? I explained to him that when you join the Hunters of Artemis, you become immortal, only dying if in battle or breaking your vows. Wow, okay, that's a lot of information to take in, Sirius says once I'm finished. Regulus nods. Anyways, James, why'd you ask to see me here? I smile and say, muscle memory, I guess. Sirius looks confused as Regulus smiles and starts to ask if Remus can join. Wait. What are you guys talking about? Sirius questions us. I laugh. You didn't tell him? I asked Regulus. He shakes his head. No. Well, Sirius, we were training yesterday, and we kind of hung out here before we went. Sirius nods his head as I make an iris message to Ramus. So, Reggie, what were you good at? Sirius asked. Reg smiled and said, I was using a sword. Sirius' eyes widened. Were you hurt? Were you hurt? Are you okay? What happened? He asked frantically. Regulus said he wasn't hurt, then turned to me. When are we heading to the training grounds? I tell him when Ramus gets here, which should be in 3, 2, 1. Ramus comes running up to the cabin. Sorry I'm late, he panted. I smiled and laughed. It's okay, buddy. Also, Sirius, meet Ramus. Ramus, meet Sirius. I noticed a tint of blush appear on their faces. But Regulus's voice snaps me back to reality. Well, let's get going, guys. I start to walk Reg and Sirius a fair distance in front of us. As so, kissed Regulus yet today? Ramus says. What? How did you know? I say, blushing like crazy. He laughs. I saw you kiss him, James. I blush so hard that when Regulus turns around and asks me if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay, I say to him. I'm gonna go hang out with Sirius, Ramus says, leaving me and Regulus alone. James, he says barely over a whisper. I turn to him. Sneaking a peek at Regulus as he fiddles with his fingers. He then just blurts it out. If you don't like Lily, who do you like? I smile and stop walking and turn to him. Once Sirius and Regulus are out of sight and earshot, I say, you are, while placing my hands on his waist. But I cut him off by kissing him. Once again, he's surprised, but only after 1.5 seconds, 1.5 seconds, he melts into the kiss. I bite his bottom lip, and on accident, he parts his lips. I manage to maintain the kiss for a minute or so before I hear Sirius's voice say, Reggie! We break the kiss quickly, but Ramus only falls, and I caught him by the waist, not making our situation better. Sirius! Regulus stuttered out. Sirius's face had a mixture of emotions, anger, shock, disgust, because he saw his brother kissing his friend, and disappointment. Why didn't you tell me? Sirius asked, clearly very hurt. Honestly, because it all happened so fast, and I wasn't going to tell anyone until I figured out what we were, Regulus confided. I noticed that Sirius still looked hurt and sounded like it too when he told Reggie, Look, Reggie, we can address this when we're at our cabin. Reg nods, grabs my hand as we walk to where a yard and a half away stood Ramus. You okay, Reg? I ask him when we're good enough away from a good enough distance away from Ramus. I don't know. He's never been this angry and disappointed with me, he said shakily. I pull him into a hug, and we stay like this for a good minute. When I stop hugging him and I realize that we're at the training ground. Come on, let's get started before it gets busy, I say in a very cheerful voice as trying to lift Reg's spirit. He smiles weakly, and he retrieves the sword he used yesterday, and I go to the archery range and start to practice. Around 30 minutes later, I notice someone start to walk up to me in my peripheral vision. Hey, James, they said. Hey, James, they said. I asked, noticing he was serious. Oh, hey, Sirius, I say stiffly. Sirius and says, James, what did Reggie do to make you fall in love with him so quickly? I laugh. Why do you ask? I say, landing a bullseye. Trying to see if you're a good fit for my brother, he says flatly. I lower my bow and turn to Sirius. Well, he's sweet, kind, and beautiful, I say, dreamlike. Sirius smiles and pats me on the back. You're good for him. However, if you hurt him, I'll slit your throat in your sleep. I gulp and stutter out a response. He smiles and turns back to Regulus and Ramus. I shudder off a bad feeling and go, back to shooting arrows until lunch. James, let's go, Remus says. I put my bow and arrow away and go to Apollo's table while Regulus, Sirius, and Remus go to their respective tables. I sigh as I lay my head down on the table. I feel someone place a hand on my shoulder. Hey, are you okay? I hear Snape ask. Yeah, just thinking, I reply, lifting my head off the table and catch a look at Remus laughing. I blushed. Ooh, Snape teased. And then he saw my face. And then when he saw my face, shut up, I mutter, getting up from the table. I weave my way through the crowds of people to find Regulus. Hey, Reg, can we talk? He nods as we walk through camp. I take a deep breath and let out a long sigh. You okay? Reg asks me with a concerned tone in his voice. I smile and stop walking. Then I turn to him and grab his hands and look him in the eyes and ask, well, that's the end of the video. See you guys next time.